Greetings, fellow space nerds, humans of Earth and beyond. I'm Cornelius, back again with more Starfield shipbuilding. Today, I've got build number 136, Sunspike, a Class C Heavy Escort Fighter, and the latest addition to the GGP Fighter Corps. The challenge of building something small with only one hab remains a fun one, as I always seem to make my way back around to a ship of this type every 7 or 8 builds. I definitely pulled some design language from the N1 Starfighter, as well as all of the real-world flying wing designs. My intended use case for this bird would be fleet escort, also system patrol, and anti-piracy missions. This interior is, of course, fully custom. We have one empty shroud to have, and then our cockpit, of course. Definitely had some fun on that one. The smaller builds are always a challenge. Anyways, hope you guys like this one. Let's check her out. I love the profile and proportions on this one. That overall half crescent kind of pointy shape. Very satisfied with this. I've definitely been exploring the possibilities using these Avon flare engines. Because they're so small, proportionally they allow smaller builds to work much easier. They also look pretty great coupled together in nacelles. Main mods on this one are going to be Avon Tech Race Yard, SEX, as well as Matilija. You could get away with only using those. I did use little cheeky bits from the large X-Wing mod. I used the shield and reactor from that, so our numbers are definitely a bit cheaty, but they're super small, so I was able to keep the design as small as I wanted it to. I love this head-on view. I really do not get tired of looking at this ship. 60% of the time, I get them right 100% of the time. Anyways, let's check out this interior. And here's our empty 1x1 Stroud hab. I did notice while doing this interior that better buildable walls and furnish your fleet have been updated, and there's a few new panels and wall features that I did not know were there, so that was a pleasant surprise. If you haven't updated those mods, I suggest you do. Over here we got a eating nook. Not quite a full galley, but we've got coffee, we've got food, microwave, toaster. Pretty set. And here's our restroom. Now we'll make our way into the cockpit. Back here we've got our navigation station for our co-pilot. Decent server bank over here, as well as a comm station. And here is a double bubble, never tried before, interior shield. Of course, those are just Matilda shield boosters poking in from the outside, but I think the idea of a internal shield is pretty cool. Alright, let's build it. Step 1, walkable spaces, and more. Got our single hab, our cockpit, our bay, and our docker. This is one of a couple areas on this build where I use these Gillibrand snap extenders. This is in the SEX mod. Fairly straightforward. Just you can run into issues if you use a bunch of these next to each other. Step 2, this is going to be the entire stern of the ship, where we're going to have our main engine, a grav drive, a reactor, some other bits here and there, all merged together. So basically, all of this is going to attach to the back of the hab. Now, whether you slide the docker out of the way to make it work, that's totally an option. Or you could just pull the singular hab out by itself, attach everything to the back of it, and then slide that back into its original place. Or you can just do it how I did it. But everything is attaching to the back of the hab. Alright, step 3, the wings. This is also where we're going to get our decorative engine set up and our weapons. Now I've left one intact because this is a little complex and I needed a reference. Now I'm just gonna build some of this out in sections. That seemed the easiest thing to do. And then we'll begin attaching to the main ship. Now this setup here for our engines actually really simple, but I very much like how it came out. Seems clean, but good looking still. Now here is the other use of the different version of the Gillibrand Hab, well, just attachment extenders. Now this can get a little busy back here with all of the attachment points, but I'm attaching the center of the Gillibrand to the top and bottom of that SMSEX cowling, like so. I keep trying to fit this same old swing in here, but not quite yet. Now we're getting there. This is what happens when I build so many ships at the same time. I legitimately do forget how I build some of them. Now that's not quite lined up. Since we have so many possible attachment points here, the game kinda stutters a little bit. Doesn't know which one to attach to. But I fix it here in a second. And now, the Sunspike is yours. Nice. Let's take her for a combat tour. Yeah, if you made it this far, thank you. I appreciate all of you more than you know. This was, as I've said, a real fun one. This shape is rather striking, I think, and I'm quite proud of my brain for putting it together. I am still working out the best way to include a parts list. As you can tell, it did not make it into this video, but I am still trying to figure that out. I have a whole bunch of ships in the hangar, mostly medium to larger builds, which I will be pushing out here as fast as I can, which unfortunately isn't that fast because work and real world stuff takes precedence. But the videos will come. They'll just take their sweet time. As always, if you have any questions or comments, you can throw them down in the comments. I do try to be around to answer whatever I may need to answer, so don't hesitate. Thank you all so very much for the views, the likes, the comments, the subs. I'm Cornelius. You can find me in Star Yard